is enough said.
Happy Saturday, Heat Nation. Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we continue our push for 6,000 subscribers. And together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Guys, we were close. Miami Heat lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves last night, 104-106. Hard-fought battle by the Miami Heat. Minnesota was up 33-25 in the first quarter. You know, they had like a 11-point lead at one point. You know, the Heat fought back in the second quarter. We kept it close. Now, same thing happened as these games do with these teams that the Miami Heat play against that have winning records. The Heat either get a lead and blow it in the fourth quarter, or they're a little bit down, they get close, and they can't close it out. So that's the same thing you saw last night. And as always, you see the Miami Heat fight. They never quit. They never die. I mean, here in Miami Heat Talk, you guys, I always try to look at the positive perspective from these games and from this team. And I saw it last night. I saw a team that even when they were on the verge of losing, they didn't quit. They're down by 5 points with like 9 seconds left, and Duncan Robinson chucks a three and gets it down by 2. Like, this is the type of play that you love to see from this Miami Heat team. That no matter what is the situation, they're always going to fight. And that's Miami Heat culture. And you're continuing to see Bam Adebayo play at an elite level, you guys. Last night, 29 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 11 for 21 from the field. He's getting better. In the beginning of the season, you guys, we had a different Bam Adebayo, averaging about 15 points, 10 rebounds. Solid numbers, but not this level. Ever since Spo moved Bam to the power forward position with Kel'el Ware starting at the center, even though Kel'el Ware didn't play yesterday, Kevin Love played at the power forward, Bam still had a dominant game. Followed up by Tyler Hero, 22 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 9 for 21 for the field. Bam and Tyler Hero were your leaders last night, but if Tyler shoots better, we win. You get 15 points from Duncan Robinson, acting as your number 3 off the bench. After that, nobody cracks double digits. You get 9 from Haywood Highsmith, 7 from Davion Mitchell, but he gives you 10 assists, so that was really cool. You also get 5 points from Pallel Larson. Terry Rozier with 5 points, 12 minutes, fine with that. So nobody really stands out except for Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Duncan Robinson. And look, you take it to the Minnesota Timberwolves without Andrew Wiggins, Nikola Jovic, and who else was missing? Nikola Jovic, Andrew Wiggins. Oh man, I'm brain farting, you guys. But still, we didn't have players playing. So, I mean, even with that, the Miami Heat still fight. Oh, and Kel'el Ware wasn't missing. There we go. I know people are going to be screaming it. Yeah, no Kel'el Ware, no Andrew Wiggins, no Nikola Jovic. And this Miami Heat team is still able to take it to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I mean, that's a positive right there, you guys. You look at this team, and what have I been saying for weeks, months now? This is the perfect complementary team. Tyler Hero is the perfect number 2. Bam Adebayo is the perfect number 3. A starting lineup surrounded of Davion Mitchell, Kel'el Ware, Tyler Hero, and Bam Adebayo is amazing. I love Andrew Wiggins' game, but I don't think he's that guy. This offseason, the Miami Heat needs to have a primary target. 2 primary targets. Hit a home run again in the draft, and go after a player that can be your number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about him again, but that's because there was a recent report. We're moving on to our subject. I think the Miami Heat need to get Kevin Durant this offseason. And I've cut a couple of videos about it before, and I've seen the comments, and that's why we're doing it. We're basically doing a part 3, because in the comments, you guys, I've seen 50-50. I've seen people wanting to get Kevin Durant, and I've seen people not wanting to get Kevin Durant. And I've seen all types of excuses. Kevin Durant is old. Kevin Durant makes too much money. Then I've seen other people. Kevin Durant's that closer. Kevin Durant's that guy. And look, there's valid points on each side. Let's be real. Kevin Durant is 36 years old. He turns 37 in September. Next season, you don't know when Father Time is going to hit Kevin Durant. But his numbers speak for itself. We've gone over this before in previous videos, you guys, but Kevin Durant averaging about 26 points a game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 40% from the three-point line, 53% from the field, almost a block a game, a steal a game. You know what you get with Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant is that guy in the fourth quarter when you have close games like this, like you've had against Minnesota, Cleveland, New York, all these games that you've lost where you've had leads. The reason why you've lost these games is because you don't have that closer. Bam Adebayo has been stepping up. Tyler Hero has played amazing. Tyler Hero has hit some game-winning shots. But you have lost so many games this season where you've had a double-digit lead because in the fourth quarter, you don't have a guy that can consistently close. No shade on Bam Adebayo. No shade on Tyler Hero. No shade on Andrew Wiggins. But let's keep it real, you guys. You don't have a guy on this Miami Heat roster that for every game, 82 games, you can consistently go on and say, win this game. I love this team, but we are literally one player away. I've said this before, and I mean it. If Jimmy Butler was playing the way he is playing right now in Golden State with this Miami Heat team, contender. Because this starting lineup, Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Bam Adebayo, with Jimmy Butler as a starting small forward, that's a contender. But you didn't have that team with Jimmy here, so whatever. You can't, I'm just saying. But I really believe, you guys, that this offseason, Kevin Durant is somebody the Miami Heat should go for. Now, Kevin Durant next season is going to be making $54.7 million. The good thing about that, if you're trading for Kevin Durant, he's on the final year of his contract. Now, there was a report a few days ago by Sam Amick. Sam Amick is one of the biggest inside investigative reporters with the NBA, you guys. He reported that there's going to be 4 teams that are going after Kevin Durant this offseason. One of the teams are the Miami Heat. And it has been stated before by Brian Windhorst and Shams Charania with ESPN that the Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant, unless they don't go far this season, will look for a trade this offseason. It was reported before, you guys, where the Phoenix Suns opened up trade talks for Kevin Durant. It blindsided him. There's been a rift ever since. The Phoenix Suns are in the bottom barrel of the Western Conference. Now, most likely, they're probably going to get in the play-in ever since, Kyrie Irving tore his ACL and the Mavs shut down Anthony Davis for the rest of the season. Phoenix is probably going to get into that play-in. But if they don't have a run, Phoenix is going to look to trade Kevin Durant. They're stuck with Bradley Beal's contract. This team is not working, and you know Kevin Durant is going to want out. It's been stated by multiple reports. Now, if the Miami Heat trades for Kevin Durant, what's the right trade? That's the thing I feel that the Miami Heat fans are having a problem with because of what Phoenix had to trade in order to get him. That's one thing. The other thing, you might have to give Kevin Durant an extension. He's not discussed one with Phoenix, but if he's traded to the Heat, that might be one of the discussions. Now, that's a different conversation. But I feel the way that his contract is constructed now, expiring next season, that's a 1-year rental. Now, if you're telling me that what the Miami Heat have to give up is a mix of Andrew Wiggins, Duncan Robinson, and throw in one asset between Nikola Jovic or Jaime Jaquez Jr., not Kel'el Ware. Now you got to match the salaries. Not completely, so I don't really know if you have to add Duncan Robinson. But Phoenix is the second apron team. The Heat are below the first apron, so the numbers could work where you can do Andrew Wiggins, Jaime Jaquez, or Nikola Jovic. Throw in another piece, maybe. Terry Rozier. Yeah, take Terry Rozier. Or Duncan Robinson, or you might not have to add one of those players. It's the offseason. So you can actually do a trade, Andrew Wiggins and Nikola Jovic or Jaime Jaquez with Golden State's first-round draft pick for Kevin Durant. or a future first-round draft pick. Not this draft pick, maybe 2026 or 2028, one of those draft picks, or another future one. Attach one of those for Kevin Durant. I would be willing to do that. You're just taking one asset, Jaime Jaquez or Nikola Jovic. Andrew Wiggins as a salary filler. Throw in Terry Rozier. Take him. And a future first-round draft pick for Kevin Durant, I'd be open to that. Or Andrew Wiggins and Jaime Jaquez with a first-round draft pick for Kevin Durant. I would be willing to do that too. But if Phoenix wants what they reportedly wanted before, like Jaquez, Ware, Jaime, multiple first-round draft picks, and Andrew Wiggins, I am hanging up that phone so quick. So that's what this comes down to. And it also comes down to the fact, would you give Kevin Durant an extension? But let's keep it real, you guys. For one season, potentially two, I would be willing to have Kevin Durant. Most importantly, next season. The 2026 season, you guys, in the offseason, that's where we can potentially have over $80 million of cap space. Having Duncan Robinson, Terry Rozier's contract expiring, Andrew Wiggins has a player option. That's what you're selling also to Phoenix. If Phoenix are trading Kevin Durant, you guys, they're trying to get their finances in order to build around Devin Booker or to rebuild. So it makes sense to trade for Andrew Wiggins. It makes sense to take Terry Rozier or Duncan Robinson's contract. They're expiring. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. Would you be willing to do an Andrew Wiggins, Jaime Jaquez, or Nikola Jovic with a first-round draft pick? And if you have to include Duncan Robinson or Terry Rozier to get Kevin Durant, would you do it? Let me know in the comments your thoughts, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. The Heat have 2 winnable games coming up. They're going to be stuck in the play-in for the rest of the season. Let's see what happens. Thank you guys so much for the support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said.